Hey, welcome to another episode. And I'm joined by my compadre, Tabo. Kambani, dog.
Bro, I'm chilled. I'm chilled. I see that jersey. I see it.
Hey, Yazi.
Man.
Bro, I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. Let's start off with my team. Let's be honest, we're all surprised. I won't even act like I was never confident, and I'm still not confident till today. Even though we 2-0 up, I've seen teams lose, even being 3-1 up, So for me, like my team, man, I'm just impressed on how we're playing as a unit. Because at the end of the day, I feel like from an individual standpoint, especially when you look at the stats, we're not efficient.
Yeah.
Like I would say them are shooting like 40 something percent, Brown as well, but man, the bench, about Pritchard, the
Yeah, yeah.
defense as a whole, I feel like the defense, the standard of defense stays the same. Even if we put in our second unit, still the defense, the intensity and defense is still the same. We just keep going at it, and I feel that's what's getting us over the hump. But yeah, man, I just wanted to ask you what's up with your boy KD, dog? Like, hey, but no Kyrie,
Man,
but
man, honestly speaking, there's nothing wrong with those boys, Like, I think
yeah,
KD is getting caught off guard with the physicality of how the Boston team is playing their defense. The
yeah,
double team, putting a body on him, pushing him more aggressively. Kyrie's been Kyrie, he just had that one. He had that really one bad game. I'm guessing so. I think he dropped what game two. He had what,
10.
less than 10? I
Yeah,
think, yeah, he
10.
had 10.
Yeah, 10
He
points.
had 10
Yeah.
points, and we all know Kyrie can do better, but at the
Yeah.
end of the day, that team needs to come together because they let go what, a 17-point lead against you guys
Dude.
in game two,
Yeah.
and I'm worried also. As a Boston fan for yourself, I still should be worried because you can't be going into Brooklyn and coming back to Boston at a 2-2 series. Like, I
Yeah,
think that's
bro.
one thing you guys need to definitely avoid. And if it goes to that 2-2 series, we do not know what's going to happen if Ben Simmons comes back.
That's that. You
And
see, that was my next question to you, bro. Like, that's my ish, man. Ben Simmons stuff. Because I always tell people, Ben Simmons, what he does well, he does very, very well. What he's
yeah,
good at, he's really, really good at, And so most people tend to, this guy doesn't have a jump shot. Yeah, fair. But when it comes to ball handling, when it goes to attacking the rim, when it comes to playmaking,
defense as well. Yeah, man.
defense, see, he's solid, bro. So, ish.
It's gonna make a huge difference, especially the fact that you guys. I'm still crying about the fact that you guys don't have Robert Williams. I really believe that kid is special, especially for the position he plays in the league that he's playing, and he does definitely enough. You know, um, but if Ben Simmons comes back, bro, I don't see you guys taking it anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. But if you guys are lucky enough, I think you guys are championship, like the second round, Niana. But don't get too hyped up about it, especially the Boston fans. Don't get too hyped up about
Dude,
it. Even if, like,
bro.
I'm just saying now, I'm looking at your jersey now, and I'm just saying, if you guys, that looks a bit old. It looks a bit, you know,
Yeah, it does. It's
no
still
logo.
Kyrie.
What's going on?
It's Kyrie's jersey, dog. Yeah.
Oh,
Because dog, I'm a Kyrie fan, dog. I'm a Kyrie fan, dog. Personally, that's like one of my favorite players to watch, bro.
no,
Yeah.
man. If Boston even wins this championship or even get to the conference finals, I promise you, I vow, I'm gonna get you an
Yeah.
updated jersey with your favorite player that's in the team right now, and
Yeah.
we'll see how
I
how
know,
it
my
goes.
G.
So.
I mean, you said this today, 21st of April, 2022, at
Noted,
approximately five
noted.
past seven. All right, man, I hear you loud and clear, because even James also said the exact same thing. He's like, bro, if you guys reach the conference finals, I'm telling you, dog. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. But like for me, I'm just impressed by how we're playing so far. Like it's really, really
Yeah,
encouraging to see how we've got fight, brother. It's just like since the beginning of this year, Nje, the Celtics, Nje, we just on some different wavelength, bro. Like as a unit, we are fighting. We are fighting for every possession. We defensively, we just on oh man on a serious, like we're putting teams on a serious lockdown, bruh. So for me, it's just encouraging to see my team. Of course, I'm not carried away.
yeah.
I know those two atom bombs, bruh, or nuclear bombs. Hey man,
Can
I
go off anytime,
but it can go off
anytime,
anytime,
anytime.
especially
no,
KD, bruh. That's the one who I fear the most. Hey, KD is unstoppable, bruh. When he's hot, no one can stop him. Only he can.
bro.
And I feel like right
Yeah,
now it's more of a mental thing on this end. Maybe at Brooklyn when Jay-Z and Beyonce are there, courtside saying, "Yo, what's Gucci?" Maybe it'll rejuvenate him and make him excel. But like I'm hoping that this guy stays silent, stays dormant, and relaxes a bit. Let us take at least one game in Brooklyn.
as long as you guys stay hot in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter, you guys are all
Yeah,
good. But if KD
yeah.
stays hot in the fourth quarter, you guys just
Hey,
know it's gonna be a dog fight, a hectic
I
dog fight.
It will be, it will be. And then, bruh, I want us to move on to the second matchup, the 76ers and Raptors, bruh. Do you think the Raptors are getting swept? Because right now it doesn't look good for them.
Yeah, man. Raptors are definitely getting swept, and it's not because of James Harden. James Harden isn't the James Harden we know as yet. He's
Yeah,
still, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to playoff James Harden, or he's going to regular season like 2 years ago James Harden type of player. But Embiid is playing like an MVP, and he's continuing to push
bro.
that gameplay throughout the playoffs. And right now they're 3-0. Raptors will be lucky to win the next game because I didn't see this game going into OT, the last game. But um, if it happens, it does happen. But it looks like they're getting swept clean, very
Yes,
clean.
because for me, hey man, even that dagger by Embiid, oof, that was, some shots, bro. Like, hey, like games, bro. They just confirm that what it's late for you. It's like United and Liverpool. I'm not sure if you watched that game. It was late, dog. From the
Yeah.
moment they scored the first goal, you could see that the end is near. And so for me, I also feel the
Ah,
same.
dude.
And I feel like the end is near for the Raptors. And yeah, man, at least majority of those guys have championship rings. So it's not really
Yeah.
gonna that much on their end. They we didn't expect them as well to beat the 76ers. Yeah, and then
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the next game, bro, Chicago and Milwaukee, bro. Mm, I'm
That's a
not sure,
dog fight.
my G.
Yeah.
Even that one, I won't lie. I am surprised by how the Bulls are playing. They're actually really putting up a fight, bro. Who's this guy? DeRozan this morning, bro. 41 points, dog, and he
Hmm.
was uh he was 51. He was 52% from the field, which is very for me. It's efficient as long as it's above 50. I'm not sure about you. Where does
Yeah.
your
No. No.
efficiency
He's that's No,
begin?
no, efficient. 50% is like way highly efficient. I look at
Exactly.
45% most of the time, and 45% is like, okay, you're doing well, but fifty
Yeah,
percent is smooth. Especially on top of that, you're getting a 40 pointer, and you're
dude.
doing it not on free throws.
Yeah. That's another thing.
Yeah,
And a lot of people forget that. This guy, hey,
yeah,
it's incredible what he's doing, man. And even Vucevic has been playing well as well, doing his role. I mean, he had 24 points, 13 rebounds. I mean, it's a
yeah.
good return for a center, in my opinion. Oh, and are you looking for 2020 every game?
No, no, no. I'm good with that, especially with Vucevic, because of the type of players he has around him. If he didn't
Mhm.
have those type of players like DeRozan who can go for 50 pointer if he wants to, or 40 piece
Yeah,
if he wants, then it's a different story. Then you'd expect him to be pulling up some bonus numbers.
yeah.
But I'm very worried about the Bucks right now because rumor is saying that Middleton tore his ACL. and he might not be coming back. So the Bucks don't have an efficient closer, someone who's willing to
Ooh.
take that game-winning shot. So I think this is going to open up that series very well. I think open up that series to at least a 6 or 7 game series.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
And
can't
speaking
say
on
who's going to win.
yeah, bro. And speaking on Middleton's injury, have you noticed, bro, when players play a lot of games, like like Middleton Pella, he won the chip, he went to the Olympics, and then he's back again. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
for your body, unless if you're LeBron James, I think LeBron is the only one whose body is still the same. KD experienced that with GSW, going to the finals 3 times. Draymond
yeah,
Green, Clay, Steph. You see, so I just feel like that as well. There's so much your body can take. And it's not like Middleton is an explosive player. This guy is normally he's just got a great jump shot. He's not there dunking on people. He always goes for
yeah,
the
yeah.
layup. He's in the paint. So hey, if he's out, man, hey, it's gonna be
Crazy,
quite interesting.
crazy.
Yeah, it really is, man. But I hope because if it's ACL, dog, it's Gates, dog. Even if it's a tear, or you know, yeah. Because I mean, there's a difference
Yeah,
between a tear and a rupture. A rupture is where, yeah, it's where it goes off completely. But even if it's a tear, nyana,
yeah. I'm just confirming now. Yeah, it's a MCL.
oh,
MCL.
oh,
One.
yo,
So,
okay. What
but
does
but
what
not
does
on
MCL
again.
stand for again? Is it a meniscal or what? Or must what does the M
Uh,
stand for? Let me
I'll be
just
I'll be,
also
I'll be, I'll be lying to you in terms of doctor system. I just know where it is. I just know where it
yeah.
is.
Let me just check it out here.
So
It's
that
a medial collateral ligament. I wonder what that is. Let me just check pictures of it. Yeah. Oh shit, and it's by the knee, dog. Knee
me,
area.
yeah, yeah.
Yo.
So that's definitely gonna be a setback for a while. Anything that's knee wise, he's not gonna recover anytime soon. Not 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Yeah,
unless the Bucks are gonna come back and win this series 4-1 and sweep
yeah,
whoever they play next, so they can have enough time to rest. But that's not gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen. And also, I think Coach Hill is for them is also out at the moment, so they don't even
yeah,
have a proper backup point guard for Utru. So
yeah.
Utru and Thing are gonna have to be pushing at 40, and I don't even know how they're gonna put their lineup up in game three.
Hey, bro, it's gonna be quite tough for them. They're facing serious adversity. But let's just
Yeah,
wait and see. I mean, even the Bulls are also not in. I mean, they don't have Lonzo Ball. They also don't have quite a few guys. So for
yeah,
me, it's the battle of the injured player of the fittest team rather right now. So we'll
yeah.
see
Right now,
how things turn out, And I mean, another game, man, Pelicans as well as the Suns. I won't lie to you, I was surprised. I never knew that, like, on my end I knew that the Suns are gonna win rather, né? But I didn't think that the Pelicans would win a game at Phoenix, like,
Phoenix.
yeah, at Phoenix, bro. Oh,
Booker
and I
is
did you
out as well, right?
Yeah, he's also out, bruh.
He's also
Oh,
out. Booker is also out, and I really believe now that game that opened up that series. I've
yeah.
always been a CJ McCollum fan.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon England is playing like an all-star.
Yeah.
Everyone is playing their role. Everyone is just contributing whatever they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing exactly what the Suns were doing right now, from your starting lineup all the way to your bench player. Everyone's going to contribute at least that 10
Yeah.
points or 15 points, and then you have one explosive player. CJ has always been a consistent basketball player, and I've always rated that guy. And
Yeah.
with this happening, think it's going to be an open game, but I really still, in my heart of heart, I still believe the Suns once aren't just the number one seed for nothing. So they're going to prove themselves now without Booker, giving him time to come get back.
Yeah. And to be honest with you personally, if I think if Booker is injured, like if he's out of the playoffs, then I don't see the Suns winning because
Yeah,
I'm not saying they're a bad team without him, but like he's a very important piece for their team, and
100%.
they ish. I'm that is it confirmed that he's out, because to be honest with you, I
The
haven't
next
kept
two games, it's
or
only the
next two
next two
games.
games that is confirmed. Guaranteed the
Yeah,
next two games is out. So
yeah,
game two and game three and four. But
yeah.
you never know with these guys, but next moment you can come through and
Mhm.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, I know you are right, but you never know. It's this league is very unpredictable, bro. And then
Mm,
Memphis and the Timberwolves. I mean, first game the Timberwolves took it, and now game two,
yeah,
the Grizzlies were like, you know what, we are awake. We
you're
will
running from the smoke.
Yeah, what about the smoke? Yeah. So for me, it's very interesting. There's like tension between the players, bro. Like,
Honestly speaking,
yeah,
there's nothing much to look into it, bro. Like I really believe Memphis is just gonna come through as long as Ja is so good, as long as they're still playing with the same hype and the same energy. I
yeah,
really believe that Timberwolves they weren't gonna do it consecutively because they did what they did in game one just after
yeah,
they just played that play-in game, So there was still that hype, that energy, but the energy needs to be consistent the whole time. And Anthony Edwards is playing well for
yeah,
basketball for a basketball team very well. But like I always say, you need to perform it either within 4 games or within 7 games. That's it.
yeah.
And
No,
I
that,
don't think he's reached that peak where he can perform it in the next 3 games. And
yeah,
then, one player is performing well, Cat is performing well. Next
mm-hmm.
moment, D'Lo is not performing well. If it's not D'Lo, if D'Lo performing well, Cat is the one not performing well. So it's not a balanced performance. If
Yeah,
all three of those guys can perform on the same night for 2 or 3 games, then it's a big story for the
yeah.
Grizzlies. It's just that the Grizzlies are so versatile when it comes to scoring, bro. They're
And
so
they are,
versatile when it comes to
they
scoring.
are, bro.
Everyone.
And even, but dog, even dude, even the Timberwolves. Who's this guy? Beasley, dude. Even though in game two he had a terrible game, but game one, I was hitting them
Yeah.
threes. He was sinking them in, bro. I was like, whoa. Like,
I like
it's
Beasley. I like Beasley. I
me
like
too.
McDaniels too.
Yeah,
Those are
McDaniel.
nice players. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But you gotta be consistent, bro. Like I always say, you just need that little bit of experience now and again. And the Grizzlies aren't playing with experience; they're just playing with
Yeah.
the hype. Everybody's just behind the Grizzlies. Everyone wants to see the
Yeah.
Grizzlies do well.
Yeah, that's true. That really is true, man. Like it's that, but like for me, man, that series is gonna be quite entertaining. I don't think it will be as easy as people think it is, because a lot of people have this thing,
Yeah,
with the Memphis Grizzlies are gonna just walk on by and win comfortably. For me, I think it's still gonna be quite interesting. Yes, they are gonna win, but they have to really, really work their asses off for them to get the W.
6, bro.
Yeah. You think
In
in
6,
six?
I see them in 6. I see
Yeah,
the Grizzlies in 6, bro.
yeah. Oh, got these called Threesley, dog. Malik Threesley. Yeah. All right, dog. And then Miami and Atlanta. Is Miami sweeping Atlanta? Or you think,
Miami's looking nice. Oof,
yo,
Miami's
bruh,
just
the
looking
Miami
too nice.
dog. Bro,
Dangerous,
did you
dangerous.
did you see
Yeah, but
game one, bro? Like I think that was Trey Young's worst game ever in his career, bro.
mm,
Professional career, rather. Yeah.
yeah. I just
They,
don't think Atlanta was ready to match up with Miami. They were just
mm,
not ready from word go. and I think they're gonna go 3-0 up. Hopefully, Atlanta gets one game just for the sake of reputation and the team
Yeah,
being Atlanta Hawks and stuff. But right now, it's looking like Miami's here to do business. They want to quickly get this over and done with, get the
mm,
rest, wait for the next team that's going to come through. And
yeah,
Miami's looking this team nice, dangerous.
yeah, dog. And then, what is this? Denver, Golden State. Um, in your eyes,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Hey,
Hey, Golden State is looking like they have shooters all over the place, my brother. They
yeah,
already like everybody's just ready to launch, man. Those boys are just looking dangerous, 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 dangerous. But
yeah,
yeah, I
true.
think then Nuggets is gonna fight back, but I just don't think they have enough firepower to withstand what Golden State is unleashing right now. Jordan Poole
Yeah,
is having a great start to a playoff, like for his playoff
yeah,
this season. You know, you have Wiggins, you have Draymond. Even if you're playing the small ball, you can do it. Even if you play the big ball, you
yeah,
only have Looney as the biggest guy to do the rebound, and the rest can either shoot the ball. You know, they're playing
yeah,
defense, and in some way, somehow they're able to balance it out. I don't know how, but yeah, Golden State looks like they're taking this one. It's going to be tight though. It could be six. It could be six. I see it in six. You know, not that easy. They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight back. Denver definitely. It's that little
yeah.
fight back, especially playing at home. But yeah, Golden State is taking this one.
Yeah, no, that's true, bro. It's just it's so unfortunate with Jokic, man. Like he really
Big
doesn't
dog.
have like a player on his caliber or not too far from
Dog.
what he can do, you know.
Dog.
So hey, he's just on his own, bro. And yeah, man. I'm not sure if you saw that clip where I think it was Gary Payton the second where he
The
spanked
second.
Jokic. Yeah, he just he
Know
just
that
it,
clip,
it just
bro.
tapped him. You
He
know,
took it too personal. He took it too personal, though. He took it too
hey
personal.
dude, hey, he got so hacked, bro. He got so angry, dog, and then Steph had to come in and be like, bro, no. And it wasn't and there was no malice in that. I mean, I see that a lot. You know, Kobe did that to Steph once. Once Steph hit a 3-pointer on him, and then he was like, hey, nice one, dog. You know. So I think
Yeah.
Gary Payton was also giving him dap, and then of course he just got aggressive. He's like, "My G, don't touch me in that region. Don't you dare touch me there, dog."
It was just too personal. I think because you get frustrated, bro. Especially
Yeah,
like you're saying now, looking at who the Joker is and what he's fighting for this season. Man, he's doing everything right, bro. He's doing
dude,
everything that you would need as a player. He just doesn't have the support, unfortunately.
he doesn't,
That's
dog.
it.
He's it's kind of like LeBron at Cleveland, dog. Uh, pre the first time, of course, the first his
Free
first
Kyrie.
yeah. Before Kyrie, yeah, pre Kyrie, and
Mm.
the he was also going through the most, bruh. But hey, let's just wait
You
and see,
know,
man. Hopefully, they can at least salvage a game, Yana, dog. You know, I don't want Jokic to get swept, bro. I like Jokic.
Seth, no way, Jokic is he's too kind to get Seth, man. That's not gonna be right by Golden State, you know.
Yeah. And then speaking of a player who's also, of course, he's currently injured, but like hopefully when he gets back he turns up. The Jazz, Mavs, um I'm impressed
Luka.
by yeah, I was referring to Luca, you know. So on my end, I'm just impressed by how the Mavs also play because the Mavs also play as a unit, you know. Not saying that they favored to take the West, but you know, seeing who's this guy Brunson, you know, I rate Jalen Brunson, right? You know,
Yeah,
he's a very swifty guard, you know. As much as he's tiny, you know, he's not the tallest, but like he plays with a lot of heart. And yeah, man, like I mean, they leveled the series. I mean, the first game, the Jazz took it, even though for me that was a very boring game because I watched it all. Like I was like, hey,
yeah.
yo, This is not the way to start off the playoff series. But yeah, like what's your take on that series? Do you think that it's gonna go to seven that one, or maybe one of those
Yeah,
teams
that
will
one,
win?
that one is going
Yeah,
to seven, bro. That one has to go
mm,
to seven as long as Luca comes back
yeah,
in game. I think they said he's questionable for game three,
yeah,
but I think I did mention this last time. He has to come back within game three or game four, and that
yeah.
series has to be either 2-1 or 2-2. If it
Mm.
goes to three, then it's over. Dallas won't have a chance of maintaining it. I think the mismatch got called on Rudy, especially with Rudy Gobert. He's
Mm.
just too much
Bro,
of a just too much of a mismatch for those guys. And Donovan isn't doing much, but they have Conley, someone with
yeah.
experience, someone who's played in, and someone who can be clutch when Mitchell is not doing stuff like that. But yeah, man, that game is gonna be tight. But if Luca comes back, yeah, seven game series. If he doesn't, then Utah is probably in six.
Yeah, no, no, that's true. I fully agree with you. I also, of course, Water Boy as well. He also echoes my sentiments. I also think it's gonna go to seven. I think the Mavs will win, and of course move on to the next round. And I don't know what's up with Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like for me, yes, in the first game he had I think 32 points, but even in the second game, 34. But this man is constantly going to the line. You know, he's not getting his points in open play. It's always going to the line. And
Yeah,
then of course, Bleacher Report. You know, we live in a stats era now. You know, the eye test
yeah,
no
yeah,
longer exists. People are now looking at stats. Yes, 34 points looks amazing, but I mean, if you're getting 34 points from taking 30 attempts and only converting 13, which is also okay, 43%. I'd give it to him, but in the first game, I just thought he was, yeah, no, man. He was
no, he
10 from
wasn't there.
29. Yeah, in the first game. So for me, I don't know what's up with Donovan this season rather. Like, there's something up with him. You know, he's not playing at the level that we so used to him playing at.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 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 no. All right, I know. Let's move on to the. I'm not too sure if I covered them all, but yeah, I've pretty much covered every single, you know, game or matchup or series rather, you know. And yeah, man,
Mm.
like I see Waterboy Wavy is like, I dare you to say Celtic in four. I don't have,
Yeah,
you know,
he's never gonna do that.
I'm a brave man,
Never.
never. Hey, there's levels to this braveness of mine, dog. Like I'd never ever say that. As long as that those two atom bombs still exist there in Brooklyn, like I won't even, dare, say that we're gonna sweep the Nets, bro. Because the Nets are a beast of a team. I respect them a lot. I do think they are capable of, even surprising us all and winning it. You know, I think they are. You know, there's quite a lot of teams that are actually capable of winning
They can
this
push.
season. You know, which makes it even more interesting this season as far as the previous seasons where, you'd know one maybe out of like maybe four teams were in it. But now, bro, Miami are more than capable. Excuse me, Miami are more than capable. Celtics are more than capable. Bucks, Nets, Suns, Golden State Warriors. You know, there's quite a few teams.
Yeah.
76ers. You know, there's quite a few teams this
Anyone.
year.
Anyone.
Yeah. So for me, if you're a betting man, hey, yo, like Menzi as well, man. Like he betted that. What is this? The what game is this again? The New Orleans game and the Suns. He always bets against the New Orleans team. What is this? The Pelicans rather. And man, like he fumbled the
Didn't
bag.
go well.
That was the only game that screwed him over, you know. So I told him that NBA
Yeah.
sports betting is one of the toughest because it's very difficult to predict games. Yeah, and then what a boy Wavy is like with the way KD is being put in jail by that defense. I thought they'll come back. It's game. Yes, I hear you. water boy. But for me, man, I've seen teams, man, lose first two games and then come back to win 4-2. I mean, it
So
happened. Yeah, so for me, I won't get carried away. Maybe he needs. I even told Tabo earlier that he needs to see Beyonce and Jay-Z at Brooklyn. Once they pull through and get to watch the game, maybe that will galvanize him and make him, you know, do what we know he's capable of doing. But these analysts, I feel like some of them, bro, they way too. Hey man, they tend to overthink this thing, and they tend to, you know,
that chase it.
underestimate KD, bro. And I hate that because now you're gonna wake him up by saying that he's poor or he's useless or
I was
this
gonna
team
about
is
to say the same thing right now. I was
yeah,
about to say exactly the same thing right now because KD can go off, guys, and KD doesn't
yeah,
have to score. He can become a facilitator. And
mm,
that's when he now reads the game and shows the real Mamba mentality that he has for per se
yeah,
in terms of okay, since these guys are double teaming me, one person is free, so this is how we're gonna just play our defense or our offense. We're gonna run, and it's so easy, bro. When teams are double teaming you, you run a play where you bring a person in the center, top of the key. You get the ball to
yeah,
them. That person can see the whole court, and otherwise, KD is just gonna pull up 1, 2, and we know he can do it, and he's gonna just start launching some threes, and he's gonna
yeah.
drop 15 threes out of 20 attempts, and then it's a different story.
Yeah, dog, that's true, bro. You spot on with that, bro. Like, it's not over at all. We
Yeah,
just, of course, a lot of people, cause they've been sleeping on my team, like James. James. He even's like, hey man, I apologize for sleeping on your team. He thought maybe we aren't competitive, and I told him that, bro. What one thing about the Celtics this year, since the beginning of 2022 is that they've got this
yeah,
thing, man, this fight in them. And as long as they have that, they're more than capable of going all the way. So um for me it's just gonna be interesting. The next game is on Sunday. Hopefully, man,
yeah,
things change, bro. I mean, for us, of course, in the sense that we take it up a notch. We the guys start being efficient, especially Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. Because for me, those two, if one of them are balling out generally, in when we have a greater chance of winning a game than when they are, of course, all over the place at this particular moment. But Sizobona, dog, and with regards to the defensive player of the year, dog, do you think Smart deserves it?
yeah. I think he deserved it because he was very crucial, especially at the last half of the season. I think that's where we all know that's where you guys had to push the second
Yeah,
half of the season after the All Star weekend, and he was vital, very vital. I think also as a leader, playing as a
yeah,
leader, how he plays on the court. Um, you would know he was great, man. And so yeah, he deserved it. I think he really did deserve it. Anyone could have gotten it, bro. That's the
yeah.
thing about it. Anyone could have gotten it. You had Jaron Allen who was leading in the blocks. He had I think was Gomez leading in rebounds. So it was
Mhm.
just one of those things. But yeah,
Even
especially as a guard, I loved
even
it.
who's this guy from Memphis? Jackson Jr. Even him, bro. He's
Jackson
a
Jr.
solid.
Jackson Jr. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, he's also a solid defender, bro. And yeah, man, like with me, credit goes like I'm happy for him. I mean, as a Celtic spectator, diehard Celtic fan, congratulations to him, man. Like, uh, and as well, I'm not sure if you saw the ceremony where GP pulled through and yeah, and was like, hey, you and me are the only
yeah,
two guards, point guards rather, to win this award, man. And congratulations, dog.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was a very dope ceremony. I just like how the
I can
NBA,
listen.
yeah, the NBA, the way the way the NBA operates, dog. It's so unique. It's they there really is. There's that informal element of it. That thing, and of course, informal uh shows per se are the ones that you tend to relate to more than
Yeah,
people
yeah,
wearing suits and being all serious, and you can't even say fuck.
yeah. Agreed.
Like, I mean, for me, that's why I prefer watching, YouTube content mostly, because at least there's that thing of that human element, where you
Unscripted
can
stuff.
just express
Yeah.
yourself fully without being tamed. You don't even need to wear a suit, you can just pull through and say what's on your mind. I mean, but yeah, man, Tabo Talk, do you have anything that you want to add? You know?
My side, nah, bro. Besides,
Yeah.
shout out to Cape Town Tigers. They made it
Yeah.
to the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
shout out to the boys, you know. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
it on my side. Looking forward to also the draft. You know, I'm seeing a lot of these young, high flying kids declaring
Mm.
themselves to the NBA draft. So it's gonna be really interesting next season. Who's gonna get that number one pick as well?
Yeah, yeah, no doubt, no doubt. My G, thank you so much for availing yourself.
Away.
Load shedding is amongst me. It's in the next 23 minutes, dog. So ish. It sucks,
It
but
is what it is.
you can
Yeah.
never get used to this
And put
nonsense,
my view
dog.
on, I mean, mind you, dude. Since 4 to 6, I was in low shedding, but it came back around about 6:30.
Yeah,
So I know the feeling, bro. I know the feeling.
yeah. I know. But anyway, Jayami, take care. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, put a brother on. This is Easy
Yeah,
Sports,
man.
and we out. Peace.
Peace.